this evening. Investigation underway into fatal shooting of soldier at the Guyana Defense Force base. GECOM holds long-awaited local government elections, putting an end to years of delay. Telecommunications providers rally behind President Ali's tax exemption on mobile phones. In the region, 4 children found in Colombian jungle 40 days after plane crash. And internationally, Russia, WAGNER Group rejects Defense Ministry's attempt to sign a contract. Welcome to this broadcast of Channel 2's Headline News Update for this June 12, 2023. I am Bibi Bacchus. Thank you for joining us. Guyanese were out in their numbers early this morning and throughout the day as Guyana successfully conducted its local government elections, with the process running smoothly and in accordance with the law. Local government elections are an essential part of Guyana's democracy. Through these elections, citizens in a particular geographical constituency or area directly elect local representatives who reflect their views and values. Local government officials make decisions that affect the well-being of individuals, families, and communities. Through elections, citizens can exercise their decision-making rights at the community level. The last local government elections were held in 2018. Members of the disciplined forces voted on June 2nd in what was widely described as a smooth process. GECOM noted that a higher turnout of disciplined forces were recorded at the 2023 local government polls compared to the last local elections held in 2018. In preparations for the elections, GECOM accredited 10 groups as local observers to monitor and report on the proceedings. Headline News will keep you informed as the results are announced. In other news, Guyana Defense Force is investigating the fatal shooting of Private Devon Damon, who died at the Diamond Hospital earlier this morning following an unfortunate shooting incident around 4:50 a.m. at Base Camp Stevenson, Tamari. Meanwhile, in a press statement, the Guyana Defense Force revealed that another rank shot Private Damon while the two were performing security duties. He was rushed to the Diamond Hospital where he later died. The Guyana Police Force is investigating and the assailant is in custody. The Guyana Defense Force stated that this is an isolated incident and does not reflect the Guyana Defense Force's ranks, overall discipline and professionalism. A board of inquiry will be convened to investigate the circumstances that led to the fatal shooting of Private Damon. The Chief of Staff, Brigadier Omar Khan, officers and ranks extended condolences to the family of the late Private Devon Damon and will ensure that all necessary support is given to the family. The Guyana Police Force is investigating the circumstances surrounding the fatal accident which occurred during the late hours of last evening on Nelson Mandela Avenue in the vicinity of John Finance, involving a motor lorry driven by 52-year-old Mohan Ramnarayan of Erie Hall Public Road, Essequibo Coast, and a motorcycle driven by now deceased 47-year-old Lake Ram Atwaru of Diamond Newhouse Scheme. It is alleged by the driver of the motor lorry that he was proceeding east along Nelson Mandela Avenue on the southern side. As he approached the traffic light, it was showing green in his direction, but the light to turn south was red, so he stopped and waited as the turning light changed to green. The driver of the motor lorry was making a right turn to head south onto John Finance Access Road, while the motorcycle was proceeding west along the center of the said road at a fast rate of speed and collided with the left side rear wheel of the motor lorry. As a result of the collision, the motorcyclist fell to the road where he received injuries to his head and other parts of his body. EMTs were summoned and the motorcyclist was picked up in an unconscious condition and taken to the Georgetown Public Hospital Corporation where he was pronounced dead on arrival. A breathalyzer test was conducted on the motor lorry driver and he had no trace of alcohol in his breath. However, further investigations are ongoing. Stick around when we return. Telecommunications providers rally behind President Ali's tax exemption on mobile phones, and 2 wanted for the murder of a Guyanese Coast Guard lieutenant.
When you need money and you gotta get it fast, Creative Jewelry and Pawn Shop is the place for that confidential transaction in a quiet and secure location. You'll get the highest value per pennyweight for your gold and also enjoy the lowest interest rates and longest payback period too. Yes, for that instant transaction to solve a pressing financial problem. That Creative Jewelry and Pawn Shop, 46 Boyle Place, that's between the Ministry of Housing on Brick Dam and White Castle Fish Shop. Be your first and only choice. Creative Jewelry and Pawn Shop, safe and sound, solid and secure, always there for you. Telephone 231-7878 and 223-8955.
It's a fantastic Father's Day sale happening at Clearance on Friday, June 16th. Get men's long sleeve shirts in brands like Michael Kors, Calvin Klein, and Kenneth Cole. Up to 50% off, 15% off jerseys and jeans. Men's sneakers and shoes up to 50% off, 10% off original Levi's and Dockers pants, along with other great gift ideas like belts, slippers, perfumes, ties, and lots more. We also have available gift vouchers. Remember, this sale is Friday, June 16th at Clearance. Clearance, always keeping you in style.
Smart Minds Educational Institute, offering playgroup, preschool, nursery, and primary levels. Finally, a school that is every parent's dream at the corner of Thomas and Quamada Streets, offering academic excellence, trained qualified teachers, small class sizes, personalized care, and one-to-one attention for your little ones. At Smart Minds, register for full-time or evening classes, daily practice pass exam papers for proficiency at the grade 2, 4, and 6 assessment, and CXE exam preparedness, or join our Phonics reading and writing program. So if your child is for playgroup, nursery, or primary level, come to Smart Minds at the corner of Thomas and Quamada Streets or call 231-4885 or 600-9229 to enroll now.
Hello, my fellow TikToker followers. He is Credit, and today all we will be making Chinese noodles with peppies, chow mein, chicken fritters, and spice cake. For the noodles, all these will be using peppies, black pepper, cashew,
Chinese sauce, soy sauce, garlic sauce, paprika, Chinese seasoning, chow mein seasoning, five spice, and all-purpose seasoning.
Next, this chicken that we marinated, soak for all you don't know nothing with peppies, green seasoning, miracle seasoning,
Pepper sauce, chicken seasoning, paprika, garlic powder, dark seasoning, black pepper, onion powder, and ginger powder, and document plantain flour, and then this butter we make with this quick piece powder, and we
boil in high. We serve with peppies, barbecue sauce. Radical went to the supermarket and she papa buy up enough things. She feels she alone can cook, but she routine even wrong. She shaped like a Guyana map.
Peppies has a wide range of ingredients available at supermarkets nationwide. Peppies, we put the pep back into your kitchen.
H&T Theatre Arts Group presents Dedication to Daddy 4, an evening of song, dance, and drama under the theme of Father's Dream on Sunday, June 18 from 8 p.m. at the National Cultural Center. Come enjoy performances by Colin Ambrose, Marissa Morgan-Boney, Romel Edmondson, Keisha Sam, Sonia Yard, Simone Dowding, Jolien Harry, Ezzie Crandon, Cleveland Hudson, Mosa Telford, Creative Arts Dance Troupe, and others. Tickets are $2,000 and $1,500. Directed by Sharon Cadogan-Taylor. It's Dedication to Daddy 4, honoring exceptional fathers on Father's Day.
Good girl forget things.
What's the problem, Granny? I want money for borrow for those surgery. I was dancing and I fall and fracture my hip.
If you need some quick money, you should check Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop, lot 238 South Road, Border, Georgetown. Get jewelry made to order in just 72 hours. We also accept vehicles. Lender's, best rates, longest payback period.
Boys, I get through. Plus, I could dance again. Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Welcome back. Telecommunications providers in Guyana, including GTT, Digicel, and ENET, have expressed their support for President Ali's recent announcement to remove taxes on mobile phones. They believe this decision is a significant step towards improving information access and bridging the digital divide in the country. By removing taxes, customers can expect revised prices for cellular phones, enabling greater access to education, business opportunities, and personal growth. This move is timely as Guyana's connectivity increases and the need for technological resources becomes more pronounced. It is expected to positively affect the country, fostering inclusivity and narrowing the digital divide in the telecommunications sector. Meanwhile, the telecommunications providers stated that they are committed to working with the government and other stakeholders to implement seamless tax exemptions and to promote digital equity in Guyana. The government's Information and Communications Technology Plan has seen a host of robust interventions and initiatives implemented to ensure that the sector progresses efficiently and productively. Efforts to enhance infrastructure, including constructing ICT hubs in hinterland and remote areas, continues to support the country's digital transformation. In other news, the Guyana Police Force has issued wanted bulletins for two individuals, 25-year-old Jamie Ghani, last known address 57 Patterson, Turkine, Georgetown, and Howard, also known as Stewie, last known address Liliendal, East Coast, Demerara. The duo is wanted in connection with the murder of 33-year-old Coast Guard Lieutenant Rondell Anthony Douglas. The incident occurred on the evening of Wednesday, June 7, when Douglas, a part-time taxi driver, was fatally shot and robbed of his vehicle by the assailants. According to authorities, Lieutenant Douglas put up a fierce fight against the two criminals, but tragically succumbed to his injuries on Cul-de-sac Street, North Rheinveld at approximately 11:30. In a statement, the Guyana Police Force urged anyone with information on the whereabouts of Jamie Ghani and Howard to contact the authorities immediately on 225-8196-911 or visit the nearest police station. The police headquarters assured the public that all information would be confidential. Redirecting your attention from fugitives to captured culprits. John Kennedy, also the subject of a wanted bulletin issued on August 10, 2021 in connection with the alleged murder of Jalil Liu, has been apprehended by the police. The arrest occurred during a mobile patrol in the Main and Church Street area of New Amsterdam Barbies on Sunday, June 11th. During the search, law enforcement officers discovered a 9mm pistol without a serial number and 15 live matching rounds in Kennedy's possession. After confirming his identity in the wanted bulletin, he was arrested. Kennedy was wanted in connection with the murder of 21-year-old Jalil Liu, a mechanic of Dennis Street, Campbellville, Georgetown, who was gunned down on August 2, 2021. Detectives at the Criminal Investigation Department will question Kennedy to assist in their investigations. Don't go away after the break. Project Deep Earth, Chinese oil company to drill 11-kilometer hole, and Russia. Wagner Group rejects Defense Ministry's attempt to sign contract.
Good girl forget things.
What's the problem, Granny?
I want money for borrow for those surgery. I was dancing and I fall and fracture my hip.
If you need some quick money, you should check Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop, Lot 238 South Road Border, Georgetown. Get jewelry made to order in just 72 hours. We also accept vehicles. Lender's, best rates, longest payback period.
Boys, I get through. Plus, I could dance again.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Hello, my fellow TikToker followers. He is Credit, and today all we will be making Chinese noodles with peppies, chow mein, chicken fritters, and spice cake. For the noodles, all we will be using peppies, black pepper, cashew,
Chinese sauce, soy sauce, garlic sauce, paprika, Chinese seasoning, chow mein seasoning, white spice, and all-purpose seasoning.
Next, this chicken that we marinate soak for all you don't know nothing with peppies, green seasoning, miracle seasoning,
Pepper sauce, chicken seasoning, paprika, garlic powder, dark seasoning, black pepper, onion powder, and ginger powder, and document planting flour, and then this butter we make with this quick piece powder, and we
boil in high. We serve with peppies, barbecue sauce. Raddy go into the supermarket and she proper buy up enough things. She feels she alone can cook, but she routine even wrong. He shaped like a guy in a map.
Peppies has a wide range of ingredients available at supermarkets nationwide. Peppies, we put the pep back into your kitchen.
H&T's Theatre Arts Group presents Dedication to Daddy 4, an evening of song, dance, and drama under the theme A Father's Dream on Sunday, June 18 from 8 p.m. at the National Cultural Center. Come enjoy performances by Colin Ambrose, Marissa Morgan Boney, Romel Edmondson, Keisha Sam, Sonia Yard, Simone Dowding, Jolyon Harry, Ezzie Crandon, Cleveland Hudson, Mosa Telford, Creative Arts Dance Troupe, and authors. Tickets are $2,000 and $1,500. Directed by Sharon Cadogan Taylor. It's Dedication to Daddy 4, honoring exceptional fathers on Father's Day.
Smart Minds Educational Institute, offering playgroup, preschool, nursery, and primary levels. Finally, a school that is every parent's dream at the corner of Thomas and Guyana streets, offering academic excellence, trained qualified teachers, small class sizes, personalized care, and one-to-one attention for your little ones. At Smart Minds, register for full-time or evening classes, daily practice pass exam papers for proficiency at the grade 2, 4, and 6 assessment, and CXE exam preparedness, or join our Becca Phonics reading and writing program. So if your child is for playgroup, nursery, or primary level, come to Smart Minds at the corner of Thomas and Guyana streets, or call 231-4885 or 600-9229 to enroll now.
It's a fantastic Father's Day sale happening at Clarence on Friday, June 16th. Get men's long sleeve shirts in brands like Michael Kors, Calvin Klein, and Kenneth Cole. Up to 50% off, 15% off jerseys and jeans. Men's sneakers and shoes up to 50% off, 10% off original Levi's and Dockers pants. Along with other great gift ideas like belts, slippers, perfumes, ties, and lots more. We also have available gift vouchers. Remember, this sale is Friday, June 16th at Clarence. Clarence, always keeping you in style.
When you need money and you gotta get it fast, Creative Jewelry and Pawn Shop is the place for that confidential transaction in a quiet and secure location. You'll get the highest value per pennyweight for your gold and also enjoy the lowest interest rates and longest payback period too. Yes, for that instant transaction to solve a pressing financial problem. That Creative Jewelry and Pawn Shop, 4-6 Boyle Place, that's between the Ministry of Housing on Brickdam and White Castle Fish Shop, be your first and only choice. Creative Jewelry and Pawn Shop, safe and sound, solid and secure, always there for you. Telephone 231-7878 and 223-8955.
Welcome back. Now let's take a look at what's happening in the region and around the world. 4 children have been found alive 40 days after the plane they were traveling in crashed into the Colombian rainforest. The single-engine plane they were flying in crashed into the jungle in the southern Cataca province of Amazonia's region on May 1st. Al Jazeera's Alessandro Rampietti has this update.
Emaciated and weak, but found alive after spending more than a month wandering the Amazon jungle. In the first pictures released, they're seen with some of the Colombian soldiers and indigenous volunteers that have been searching restlessly for them for 5 weeks, since they survived a plane crash deep in the rainforest on May 1st. President Gustavo Petro said finding them was nothing short of a miracle.
Las comunidades indígenas.
The military forces and the indigenous communities that helped with the search efforts found the children 40 days after the plane crash. The children were on their own. They are an example of survival that will go down in history. Today, those children are the children of peace and the children of Colombia.
The children aged 13, 9, 4 and 1-year-old were recovered near the border between the Caquetá and Guaviare provinces, close to where the small plane had crashed. Their mother and other 3 adults died in the accident. Relief from their grandparents after the news of the rescue was announced.
We are happy now because this situation hasn't allowed us to sleep or be happy. We couldn't walk. For us, it's been like living in the dark. We walked for the sake of walking, lived for the sake of living, but the hope of finding them kept us alive. When we found the children, we felt joy. We don't know what to do, but we are grateful to God.
The fate of the children moved the country and drew global attention. A massive military-led search operation involving over 100 Colombian special forces and 70 indigenous scouts swept the area around the clock. Helicopters used loudspeakers to play messages from the children's grandmother in their native language. Survival kits and pamphlets were left in the jungle, but for weeks only footprints, a dirty diaper and a baby bottle were found. But the search teams never gave up until finally finding them alive. A truly extraordinary outcome to a story that has kept the entire country in suspense for more than a month. Alessandro Rampietti, Al Jazeera, Bogotá.
Internationally, a project to drill one of the deepest holes in the world has begun in northwest China. The country's largest oil company is aiming to drill a shaft 11 kilometers or 6.8 miles beneath the Earth's surface. It hopes to discover natural resources and build on scientific knowledge. Al Jazeera's Katrina Yu has more.
On the outskirts of China's largest desert, the Taklamakan, a drill weighing 2,000 tons is boring a hole into the earth. The shaft will extend 11,000 meters beneath the surface, among the deepest in the world. China's state-owned oil producer is behind the ambitious project.
This year, we've drilled 37 super deep shafts, and 14 of them have a depth of more than 8,000 meters. The average depth in this area is near 7,100 meters, the deepest among all of China's oil fields. Super deep drilling has become the main way for us to increase production.
The company says Project Deep Earth is expected to be completed in just 457 days. Scientists say the borehole will reach the Cambrian strata of the Earth's crust, which dates back more than 500 million years.
This will open up new research areas and provide it with valuable information about the evolution of the Earth.
China is looking for energy resources. It's the world's second largest consumer of oil and gas. And the discovery of new oil fields will reduce dependence on foreign suppliers. Currently, it imports more than 70% of its oil, much of it from Saudi Arabia and sanction-hit Russia.
The problem is its consumption is huge. It's 15 million barrels a day, roughly, of what they're consuming, which is, almost, we're talking about 15% of the global total there. So, that's quite a big delta there in the amount of crude that they need to bring in versus what they produce.
This borehole is the second in the world to exceed a depth of 10 kilometers. The deepest is the Kola in Russia. In comparison, that project took 20 years to drill beyond 12,000 meters. In 2016, President Xi Jinping listed deep Earth exploration as one of the 4 focus areas for scientific research. The other 3 are deep sea, deep space, and what the government refers to as the deep blue, or information technology.
For Chinese leaders, investing in these industries is an important step towards becoming more self-reliant. Tensions with the West, especially the US, have shown that it can be dangerous to depend on other countries for essential materials, forcing it to dig deep. Katrina Yu, Al Jazeera, Beijing.
And finally, the founder of Russia's Wagner mercenary group says he will not commit to any contract with the government. His comments came hours after a decree by Moscow demanding all military volunteer units sign a contract with the Defense Ministry. Al Jazeera's Ali Hashem reports.
Ukraine's long-expected counteroffensive is now fully underway in its southeastern regions. And Russia is pushing back, launching several drone attacks targeting Ukrainian targets. But Moscow is also fighting another battle on the home front. Its defense minister Sergei Shoigu has ordered all military volunteer units sign a contract with the government.
The order grants all volunteers the right to enter into individual contracts, either with volunteer units or with the Ministry of Defense as contract servicemen. The order expands the possibilities of manning the units of the joint group of forces by both the servicemen and volunteers.
The defense minister wants to centralize all military activities under his command. But that's not going down well with the head of Russia's Wagner mercenary group, Yevgeny Prigozhin, who strongly criticized Russia's military and its leaders in recent weeks. He has now seized this latest move to launch further attacks against Shoigu.
Unfortunately, the majority of military units do not have such efficiency, and that is precisely because of Shoigu's inability to properly manage the military formations. Therefore, what he writes or orders only applies to the Ministry of Defense and those within the Ministry of Defense.
Prigozhin has even accused the Russian army of laying landmines to blow up his troops as they withdrew from Ukraine's besieged city of Bakhmut. And the personal relationship between Prigozhin and President Vladimir Putin could also further complicate matters, because for many, it's unclear if Prigozhin is implementing Putin's agenda or if he's a rival who is now becoming a threat to the Kremlin. Ali Hashim, Al Jazeera.
This brings us to the end of our regional and global news coverage. Up next is the 3-day weather forecast. Safe TV 2 headline news for this Monday evening. As we take our leave, we invite you to follow us on Facebook and YouTube. You can also tune in tomorrow morning at 6:30 for a rebroadcast and in the evening at 7 for more news. Until then, please take care of yourself and each other.